Hello everyone, this is Nikhil and welcome back to our channel Nikhil's Learning World. So hope you are doing well and doing practicing on your our previous sessions. Okay, and still now if you have any queries, you can comment me. I hope you are confident on the Kotlin programming and hope you are practicing on the previous chapters as well. Okay. So now today is the 27th episode and today we have explaining or exploring on the exception in handling in Kotlin. So if you have ever had your app crash unexpectedly, so this is exactly what you need to understand. Okay, so let's get started and see with your and step by step and examples on the exception handling. So what is exception in program? Okay, so exception handling is in a simple term, an exception is an error that's occur during your execution of your program, right? For example, you can see divide by zero. Okay, so accessing an invalid index in a list, trying to read the file that does not exist. If you have any queries, or a null pointer exception like null pointer access invalid input. Okay, this kind of an example of exception. And if in our program execution, whenever this kind of errors we have occurred, that time we need to handle that exception. Okay, so this there are two types of exception in programming in Kotlin as well. So checked exception and unchecked exception. Okay, so check, what is checked exception? So checked exception is an compile time error. Okay, as you can see if you have any aware about the Java concept. Okay, so checked at compile time and unchecked at runtime. Okay, so keep in mind. So Kotlin treats them as unchecked and its unchecked occurs at runtime. For example, you can see null pointer exception or class not found exception, arithmetic exception, these kind of exceptions, or you can say examples. Okay, so how we can handle there? If you have any understand, you can see here any syntax as like try catch. Okay, so try is the your logic, whatever you have logic we need to add into the try block, and catch is an exception occurred in the try block and it will catch and it will be displayed on console or it will be shown to the user console. Okay, so example like try value 10 result equal to 10 divided by 0. You know, the 10 divided by 0 or any elements you can divide by 0, it's cause that cannot divide by the 0. Okay, it's an arithmetic exception. So in the catch we can arithmetic exception or we can exception. Okay, so it will print cannot divide by 0. Okay, so in this way we can put your code into the try and catch block. Okay, so try as an expression. So in Kotlin we can use try as an expression. Means what? Kotlin allows us to try to return a value. Okay, so you can see here val result equal to try and 10 divided by 2. If you have any exception, it will return 0. You got the point? In the result, if you have any this program getting an error or any exceptions, it will return 0. All or else 10 divided by 2, it will be written 5. So this makes code more concise as compared to Java. You got the point? So multiple catch blocks, you can see the syntax as like try and catch. In the try, where whatever you have logic we written into the try block, and in the catch there are we can catch in the multiple ways, right? You can see here Kotlin allows try to return a value. Okay, so what type of different type of exception, like an exception is a main class. Okay, general kind of errors we can shown into the exception, but in case if you have any arithmetic related, then arithmetic exception is there, and if you have input output related exceptions occurred at that time, input output, that is IO exception is there. Okay, so these are the different classes. You can accordingly we can handle that. Okay, so number format exception, if you have any number and it not at in format at that time, it will be throw an exception, so we need to catch that one, and we will can show invalid number in this ways. Okay, so result equal to try and 10 divided by 2, and it will be catch with the exception, and this code more as compared to Java. Okay, so next is summary. So in this way we can handle the try and by using the try and catch block, and you can add a multiple catch as well. Okay, so finally is the keyword, and we can if you have any uh, final statement or block we want to execute extra at that time, we can use finally as well. Okay, so summary, Kotlin handles all exception as unchecked and it uses try, catch, and finally. So try can return a value, and it could be an expression. Okay, so support custom exceptions and encourage a safer alternative like null handling. So this is all about the today's session, and we have covered the exceptions in Kotlin. Okay, so finally block. Okay, so finally it's you can see here try catch block, and the same block we can add finally. Okay, with the curly braces, and that it could be executed. Okay, so we can throw extra exceptions occur like throw and illegal argument exception. If you have any argument is an integer type and we are sending as a string type, at that time we can catch the throw illegal argument exception. Okay, so checked versus unchecked exceptions. In unlike Java, Kotlin does not differentiate between checked and unchecked exceptions. Okay, so this means what? You are not forced to handle expressions or sorry exceptions. Okay, but you should handle them when necessary. Okay, so best practice is what? So here are some quick tips, like you can see the catch only specific exceptions, avoid catching general exception unless necessary. Okay, so doesn't use exceptions for a normal control flow, always log or handle error properly. Okay, so in this way we have cover this topic like exception in handling. Exceptions are runtime error. Okay, use try catch block to handle them, and use finally for a cleanup, and Kotlin allows us to try an expressions. Okay, and you can throw exception manually. These points we have covered, and keep in mind. And still if you have any queries or any you know any suggestions, you can comment me in this video. And if you have this helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to your friends who want to learn Kotlin programming. So see you in the next session. Next session is very important, and we will learn the dispatchers in Kotlin. Okay, so what are the different type of dispatchers used in Kotlin, like default, input, output, main, and standard. So we will see in the next session deep into that point. And yes, so keep coding and keep happy. Stay with us. This is Nikhil and signing off. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Nikhil and welcome back to our channel.